Hey there, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync KW command to dotloop. So all those contacts you have in KW command, as they progress and you start moving them over to dotloop to start the transaction, they're all going to be in there waiting for you in dotloop so that you can autofill those documents, set up the checklist, and get those loops rolling as quick as possible. Super easy to set this up and it's going to save you a lot of time. Let me show you how. The first thing we're going to do is go into KW command. And you're going to see here in the top right corner, there's a little icon for the marketplace. So I'm going to click on that. And that is going to take me out to the Keller Williams marketplace. I'm just going to search here for dotloop. And here you can see there's a lot of different dotloop syncs available here. There's MailChimp, Google Contacts, and then here at the bottom is KW command. I'm going to click on that. And you can read all about it here, see some screenshots. And when you're ready, just go ahead and click buy, follow the prompts, and purchase the sync. Once you've purchased the sync, you can click on my apps at the top of the KW marketplace, and it's going to show you all the apps and syncs you've purchased there. Here's that KW command in dotloop, so I'm going to click on that, and this is how we set it up. So once I click on the tile, it takes me out to API Nation to finish the setup. You can see command is connected. That was step 1 of 2. Now we just need to connect dotloop. So I'll click connect dotloop, approve the connection. All right, here, and we're on the last step. Just a couple options. For example, I can sync all contacts on first run. That's going to send all my KW command contacts into dotloop to also be contacts. Let's do that. It's going to save me some time as I set up those transactions, those loops in dotloop. Also, there's an option to do not overwrite information in KW command, only add information to blank fields. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and do that too. I can come down here to dotloop, and here I can choose exactly whose contacts are getting sent into KW command. The default profile, maybe all of my profiles that are currently assigned to my account, I can send into dotloop. I can just click sync all people. I'm actually just going to go with the default profile here. And then finally at the bottom, you can see we're setting up a sync from KW command to dotloop, and we're also setting one up from dotloop to KW command. If you'd like, you can uncheck either of these boxes and make this just a one-way sync, but most agents and brokers prefer a two-way sync, so both those boxes are checked. One last piece of business, there's a box here to verify you're not currently using any other platforms to sync these two apps. All right, so we've created the two syncs. They're still in draft, so I'm gonna go ahead and set these up, and that's just doing a quick double check, verify everything looks good, sync all contacts, that looks great. When KW command has a contact created or updated, it's gonna create or update people in dotloop. If I'd like, I could add a filter here. For example, maybe I only wanna send people with the tag dotloop into dotloop. I could do that. I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. I want everybody into a dotloop from KW command. Finally, I can come on down here to the mapping. This all looks good. First name, last name, email, phone. If there's anything else you want to sync over, just pick it on the left-hand side and match it up with the right. Maybe I want to send over a zip code, so I'm just going to click on zip code and match it up with zip code on the right. Let's go to the top and hit activate sync. Great, the KW command to dotloop sync is now active. I'm going to click on this my syncs so I can go back here and finish up setting the second half up. Again, just a double check. Maybe I want to check this box to sync everybody from dotloop into KW command. Earlier I decided I didn't want to, so I'm going to stick with that. I can add a filter here. On any of these fields, maybe I only want to send over people from a certain city. I could do that as well. And then finally in mapping, you're going to see first name, middle name, last name. One thing I do want to point out, you can see on the right hand side, some of these fields have a little star, first name, last name, email, and those are required in order for the contact to get created in KW command. So be sure you're filling out the first name, last name, and email in dotloop in order to sync those into KW command. This all looks great. I'm going to go back to the top and activate this sync. So that's it. I now have two syncs up and running, one going from KW command to dotloop and the other going from dotloop to KW command. Now, anytime I add or modify a contact here in KW Command, that same contact is going to be added or modified in dotloop people, and vice versa. It's going to save me a lot of time managing my contacts, and everybody's going to be ready and waiting for me in dotloop when I'm ready to create this loop and get this deal rolling. So that's it. That's how you set up the two-way sync from dotloop to KW Command. It's a great way to use these apps together seamlessly, save all that time managing the contacts so you can go out and make more deals. If you have any questions or need any assistance, just go to apination.com/KW. You can shoot us an email or give us a phone call and even set up a live support to help you set this up for you and your team. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.